Hello, 5th grade friends. Today you're going to be working on Student Activity Book pages 439 and 440. You can use fraction bars to help you solve the problems on these pages, but you don't have to. However, for each problem, I want you to continue thinking about what you know about fractions and multiplication and consider whether or not your answers make sense. In the next video, you're going to be discussing problem number 6 on page 440. So make sure that you do have that complete. What I'd like to do with you is we're going to do number 1 together so that I know that you understand what it is that you're going to be working on. So let's see what our situation is in this problem. The Astounding Race is a bicycle race that is 100 miles long. Lourdes is going to ride in the Monster Bicycle Race, which is 2 4/5 times as long as the Astounding Race. How long is the Monster Bicycle Race? Well, first I'm thinking I know that my answer is going to be more than 100 because thinking about yesterday's lesson, I'm multiplying it by more than one whole. So let's think, what would our equation look like for this problem? I want to know what 2 4/5 of, remember our multiplication symbol says of, 100 would be. Oops, that pen needs to go in the trash can, doesn't it? Let me find another one right here that hopefully is going to write for us today. Oh dear. Okay, let's see if this red one writes. Okay, so I'm going to work it both ways. One where I'm just reasoning about numbers and the other using a fraction bar. So I know that if I have 2 times 100, that's going to give me 200. Now I have to figure out what is 4/5 of 100. Well, I know that if I divide 100 into fifths, each one of those parts is going to be 20. And if I have 20 of them 4 times, that's going to be 80. So my answer would be 280. Now this is how I would solve this problem using fraction bars. Okay? There's one time around the track, and I know that that would be 100 miles. Here's 2 times around the track. That's going to be 100 miles. Then I have 4/5. And that, once again, is 100 miles. But I have to think about dividing 100 into 5. So 100 divided by 5 is 20. Each one of these partitions is a fifth. But I have 4 of them. So 20 plus 20 is 40. And 20 plus 20 is 40. And 40 and 40 is 80. So once again, I have ended up with the answer 280. If the fraction bars make it easier for you, that's what I want you to do to solve them. If you can do it just mathematically in your head, you can do that. In any event, you have to write the multiplication fraction equation for each problem. That's what I need to see. There are going to be some times when I tell you that you have to make a representation or drawing. And I know that there are going to be many of you out there who will say the same thing that my son said when he was in 5th grade. Mom, I can solve it without making that drawing. Yes, but you have to make it anyway. Sometimes in life, we just have to do things we don't want to do. The reasoning behind the drawing is it helps connect the learning to your brain. And also, a lot of those representations or drawings are going to be on TCAP tests or on benchmark testing, and you're going to be expected to know how to do the representation that goes along with the problem. That takes a little bit higher thinking. Some people think, oh, drawing pictures is immature. It's just the opposite. It takes higher thinking to do that. So you do have to complete page 439 and page 440. You do have to have an equation for each problem. However, you don't have to draw the fraction bars for each problem unless that's something that helps you find the answer. For me, when I think about it as fraction bars, that helps. Also, when I start by thinking about is my answer going to be more or less than one of the factors. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. Martin is going to ride in the Great Bicycle Race, which is 7/10 as long as the 100-mile astounding race. Already my brain's thinking, okay, if it's 7/10 of 100, that's less than 1 whole. So I know now that my answer is going to be less than 100. That's something to think about to kind of give you an idea of the size of your product. So now get busy and complete page 439, 440, and be sure you have that page with you when you watch the next video. Have a great day, 5th grade. I'll see you soon.